phone by the time people get here. So, and then I'll edit it after. So bear with me if shit's not right, because I'm still new to this. And that is all. Not too bad. It's like a weird pillow. Get on your Christmas pillow. Nobody wants to see you. Dresser. Still have to do my hair. That's why I started this early. Listen, I'm not the richest person in the world, okay? I know a lot of people have fun and elaborate setups. I am not one of those people. Not yet, at least. And I know I'm talking to no one, and that's okay. Especially since it's like a little bit higher. This like tripod that I have sucks. Oh, I have one person. Sorry, I started high. I started early, so I wasn't messing around with this like I was last week. I'm new to this, so I don't have like the greatest setup either. So I figured I would just fix my hair in the meantime after I got it all set up. I don't know exactly, but I had an idea because I think I really want to practice the big mouth stuff, and a lot of people really liked it. So I'm thinking on like just doing that, but making it like a vampire. So I was thinking about doing that, and then adding, I don't know if you saw the photos that I did. I put the photos on Twitter because I didn't do a tutorial for it, but I had like the blood coming out of like my eyes like tears. So I was thinking of doing like a vampire mouth and then like the blood tears too, just kind of like mixing two things and trying something else. Like pretty much everything that I'm doing, it's not something that I've completely done before. Oh cool, thanks. I thought that one was fun. And I made my own blood too. Like I didn't buy that blood from the Halloween store or anything. I made it with 3 different colored eyeshadows and honey. So I'm going to do the same thing tonight. But I think, like I said, I don't like having like a huge plan for things. I'd rather just kind of roll with it and see where things go. Oh, thanks. I think impromptu things are a little more fun than, you know, when I did do the mouth video though, I did practice the mouth the day before, but I think the day before it turned out a little bit better because I didn't plan it. So sometimes unplanned things yield better results. So give me 1 second. I don't know if that paused me. I don't know what that does. So I'm going to try and also use the camera a little bit to do the makeup, but I don't know. It's so far away, so it's hard for me to see. Oh yeah, I got a text, so I'm sorry. Once like everything's technically like live after 9, then I won't leave the screen. Sorry. But I wish I think if I had an iPad or something, I could probably do the makeup into the screen, but it's just really hard. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do on Halloween. I don't have a plan. I do have an idea for like what I'm going to wear, but it's probably going to be freezing again like it was last year. Hopefully it won't be. But I ruined one of my tank tops a couple weeks ago because we got stromboli for dinner, and then I wrapped it in a big Ziploc bag, and I got like grease all over the front of it. I immediately put it in the washer, but it's still ruined. So I think what I'm going to do is get red and black clothing dye, and I want to say it was Alexander McQueen dresses, like thousands of dollars. There was one that I really, really liked, but it had these like awful poofy billowy sleeves, and I was just like, no, like I'll have the dress without sleeves. But it had like a huge like blood stain right here, like you got stabbed, and I was like, that's awesome. So I think I want to do that, and then do some sort of like blood thing. That's the thing where like I never really worked with a lot of stuff like that. I wanted to go to the Halloween store today and maybe get like some like fake scars or something, but I didn't. And because of all these things being shut down, I haven't had the chance to go to any like beauty shows, because a lot of them will have like SFX classes and stuff that you can do, and I've always wanted to do one. Now they're like closing them all down, and it just sucks. So I'll just do it on my own. It should be done. Hey FNAF, are you still in here? Tell me yes or no on the screen. Okay. I just want to know what time it is. Because I can't see. I hope I brought everything up with me that I needed, so. Let's see. No, not too old. So that is a definite that we will do. It's really fun. There's a really nice neighborhood that we go to, so it'll be a good time. Last year was so cold though. Like I literally think that we spent maybe a half hour trick-or-treating, and then that was it. It was like our toes were frozen. It was bad. I hate the cold. I can't stand it. When I was younger, I was always jealous of the kids in E.T., like during the scene at Halloween when they're walking around and they didn't have to wear like winter coats over their clothes and stuff. I was like, no fair. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So we're not too far off. I'll probably do the mouth first. The only thing that sucks about doing the mouth first is like not being able to vape when you have it on, but what are you gonna do? I know it's not something I should be doing on camera, but whatever. Yeah. I don't know. There's some places that are really nice, but obviously, you know, some things could be different there. I won't get into it. I try to avoid speaking on things that everybody talks about all the time. It's incessant. Speaking of, I do need things. I mean, obviously, besides doing like work on my mouth and whatnot, I do need things to talk about. Setting an example. I don't know. But yeah, I need things to talk about. Obviously, when I'm not like focusing on something, but. And I do hate when I'm looking at things that I can't see what everybody says. So if you do comment while I'm doing this and I don't like answer, it's just because I can't really see it. That's why I was like, oh, I wish I could do it looking in the camera. But alright, I'm going to do this one piece here. And I'm going to pause for a minute. Just talk about like on here. I mean, unless you just like watching like what I'm doing and I don't really have to talk. Because I just like ramble about stuff. Or just explaining what I'm doing. And if that's good enough, then that's good enough for me. I just don't want to be like boring for everybody, you know? Not like I'm going to do my makeup and do a song and dance or anything, but that would be a feat. Doing a song and dance while doing makeup. That might be the ticket. No. No, this is my show right now. Give me 1 second and I shall be right back. I just have, okay, I'm back. Oh, thanks. Yeah, next week. He actually asked me to come back the 28th. So I think that's next Thursday. I'm going to do my makeup for that too. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do, so. Okay, how to get my little skeleton clips. I'm definitely going to wear these like all the time. My gram said she liked them. And then, where else did I go? And the girl was like, oh, I really like your clips. And I was like, oh, I got them at Claire's. Oh, gosh, I don't remember what store that was. Anyhow, I'm not going to like comb these curls out until after I'm done. Alright, it's probably just about 9 o'clock. So, I am going to, I'm not going to use, should I use a primer? Maybe. Let's do it. Okay. I'm gonna put my glasses back on now. Alright, so I'm gonna do a primer. Oh, cool, thanks. Yep, so it's good to start now anyhow. Alright. Oh, so this one is the Benefit Professional. I got this in the fall FabFit Fun box. Oh, good. Thank you. I'll definitely be more tame this time. I did see some people said that I was annoying, and I was like, because I was drinking, that's why. Who isn't annoying when they're drinking? I mean, well, I don't know. So yeah, I was like, oh, that made me sad. I was like, oh no. But, you know, you can't win them all, and that's okay. So let's see if I'm gonna do a vampire mouth, which I've never done before. Like I said, if you weren't here before when I mentioned it, I'm just gonna roll with whatever. That's what I've been told. Well, I haven't. October, I didn't have anything to drink so far, and I'm not going to until Halloween. So that's just what I decided, and so yeah. So it will be iced tea next week. And that's okay. It'll still work out. All right, I'm going to pull out the roller and do what I did for the mouth that I did last time. So I'm going to go here. I think I'm going to go... Yeah. Somebody did comment something kind of nasty on one of my videos. One person did. I don't know who it was, and I'm not going to say what they said, but it was kind of hurtful, and I guess that comes with the territory. Alright, I'm going to go up. Come on. Alright, I'm going to go... And this is just a guide, anyhow. Don't mind my pimples. It's like time to break out. Oh, that looks pretty even. It's hard to see the silver in this light, but this one needs to be up just a little bit. That's the middle. And I think the last time I did the mouth, I did it a little too big. I did it up here too far, so I'm going to go out here. And then here. And that's the teeth. And that's going to be a lip. It would be much more fun if I could have music and not get like a problem for it. It is what it is right now. That's okay. Alright. So let's draw. I guess even dudes. That's a good one. But I get it. I agree. It's easy to tell people these things, and then because I just try to be as like positive as possible, you know. I mean, I know it's not obviously completely possible in your day-to-day life or everybody's life for that matter, but when I'm online, I want to project what I want to see in the world. Lip. Oh, I saw that, and I did retweet what she was doing. She has way more followers than I do too. I know someone had asked me at one time for one of my white tanks because I wear them all the time, and I was like, I should sell them. I think it's par for the course, and just, you know, I just have to learn to grow a thicker skin, and that's it. Opinions are just opinions. And I mean, no matter who you are, not everybody's gonna like you. Like who out there does every single person like? Nobody. And that takes me to almost 9. That takes me to almost 9. Like my measurements, I'm so good at. I can measure in like halves, wholes, and quarters, and that's about it. Okay, so about, well, a half of a quarter would be an eighth, so look at that. So this needs to go up. Oh, nope, just about right. Okay. Awesome. And I also realized when I did the teeth in the last video. Oh, measurements, inches. Just inches. Mostly self-taught. So as far as training goes, like they teach you a little bit in cosmetology school, but not a whole ton. Just like basics. But yeah, the majority self-taught. I used to carry around like a little, I don't think I have it in here, one of those McDonald's Halloween buckets when I was in like 3rd grade with a bunch of like old makeup in it, and I used to just like do crazy makeup and stuff on myself or friends. So yeah, it was just something I always liked, and I would just recreate things I've seen in magazines. And I stopped for quite a few years. Just kids, when they're really little, you know, and they take up a lot of time. So I started, where are my breakouts? I started again very beginning of last year. I bought a bunch of like new makeup and stuff, and I was like, hey, we're gonna do this again. And yeah, because beginning of last year was when I started my YouTube channel. So, oh, that's what I figured. Alright, I'm just tracing the mouth out. I've seen people use like brown, and I think that would be cool, but I was not stopping at CVS. I had too much to do before I had to do this. Okay, so I need to see how I'm going to do vampire teeth. This has glitter on it, but that might be okay. And I have a brush that has a white tip. I wish I could put all my brushes like out in a thing that I can grab, but I can't because they'll just get like really dusty and gross. Dude. If you're watching the replay, fast forward here. So I know I saw that like yesterday. Whatever. We're gonna just use this guy. This came with this eyebrow kit that I got from Target. It's some like Tovlo elf thing. I might use the glitter stuff. So that's a possibility. Okay, so where would Vampire Fangs start? Here. So I'm gonna go down. I think this will be good for the big fang because the shape is like perfect. So right here. And then here. And then I could always outline it in black. I'm really glad I started this early and didn't have everybody watching me. Ooh, that one turned out really good. Nice. Like a nice fat root part and then a nice angled in point. I got a monster at like 6 p.m. so my hands are a little shaky. I think they match pretty well. I wasted too much time today playing Animal Crossing. But I haven't played in like months. So I've really been wanting to play Breath of the Wild, but unfortunately a child had lost my game and I refused to buy a new one. The one thing about Switch games being so damn small, it probably got sucked up in the couch or something. And now it's gone. Alright, let's try and draw. I don't want them all to be the same size. That's okay. Again, I'm trying here. We're gonna have a gap-toothed vampire if I keep that up. Let's do a little guy. Hold on. Okay. Oh, it'll work. Like a little snaggle too. Imperfect vampire. It's the only thing with the angle of the lip. It looks like the bottom teeth are longer. But I guess that's okay. Let's get... I wish I was like ambidextrous right now. I'm trying to make these teeth nice, like the skeleton teeth weren't a big deal. It's not too bad. I wish I had that little... Maybe we could try this guy. Let's try it. Nope, not as good. That's okay. All right, thanks for stopping by, Phil. Have a good one. Thank you. And thank you guys for sitting with me through silence. Okay. I know the last time I did the mouth, it took like way longer, and I was like, oh my god, that video took like 2 hours. But I had to remind myself that, like, you know, you could fast forward. I didn't the last time, when I did like the skeleton one. I did start with the mouth first. I wanted to do the eyes first, but I was like, oh, today we'll do that. But as far as like doing this type of like thing, I think doing the teeth first before outlining works better. When I did, not the skeleton, like the clown mouth. When I did that, I did the outline first, and it took like way too long. I was like, why is this taking so long? And then I looked what I did the previous day, because I took pictures as I went, and I was like, oh, because I used the teeth first, and it saved time. So that's why I said it's just like, this is just like me practicing. I'm not gonna proclaim to be perfect at it, but gotta try. It's like last night, I was like up at like 1 in the morning doing eyeliner, and then I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna do my whole face. Can't do well if you don't practice, so. And then because it was late, I was gonna post photos on Twitter, and I was like, oh, I can't take a picture to save my life tonight. Like, this isn't happening. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in black in just a little bit. And as far as the mouth, like the lips, I'm not sure. I'm thinking of doing like more of like a classic vampire type of like eye, just like maybe white and black. And then I want to do, because it won't take that long to do actually. And then I want to do these lashes, because I never really did. I didn't do lashes on a live or anything. I should really get straws. So, all right, black it is. Oh, as far as the lips go, I don't know if I'm gonna do like a classic vampire type look. I was thinking of just doing a red lip. So let me know if I did that yesterday. I did a red lip. Where is it? Because the freaking thing keeps opening and falling on me. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought that that would, like the black, white, and red with the huge lashes. I think, like I want to do, like I said, like a classic, just classic vampire look. And then we'll do the blood. And the blood doesn't take that long, so, I mean, we're 36 minutes in, but whatever. Okay, let me do this, and then we're going to go in and line it up, and then... Plus the eyes aren't going to take as long, since they'll be simple. Okay. So now I'm going to go in and just line in between. That's what I was thinking. Yep, just like down here. And last time I did it, I actually went like all around with the black, but I don't think I'm going to do that this time. I'm going to try and do the red lip liner so then I could keep that red in and then just keep this as the spaces. I might not do this. I might stop this part. I think maybe just going in with the liquid liner might save time. It might be better, so let me try that. Plus it's more precise. So let's see. And yes, I have I was thinking about doing like just like a bronze contour type thing. I don't know if I don't know if I have like a really pale foundation, because I don't want to use like white. I didn't want to outline all that, but I could always cover it up with the white, so. I just get like nervous that I'm taking too long. I'm like, who wants to watch this one? Taking like 8 hours to do this. But on the same hand, like, trying to whip something together super quick is like not cool either. Yeah, I think definitely just doing the liquid's going to be the best bet. Definitely easier. Right? And it's just kind of like, I don't know, the little kid vampire type of thing. I do have a more pale foundation. And what I was thinking is maybe using like this highlighter more liberally than I usually do. I'm going to show off like that. So more of like using the pale foundation and then putting that over like a luminous thing. We'll see. This tooth looks like a Christmas bell. I'm going to fix you. No. I think if I overdo it, I'll look like a frosted cookie of some sort. In there. You go, buddy, with your wherever you got going. You heard that? Not looking bad. I didn't think that I should do like spiky everywhere for a vampire. I was like, no. So do any of you guys have like Halloween parties or anything you go to, or no? I haven't been to a Halloween party in like forever. I did get invited to some this year. And I am thinking about going. Hard thing is just when you have work and stuff. Oh, nice. I finally decorated inside the other day, and I wanted to do it at end of September, but it didn't happen. I tend to forget how much I miss like the lights and all that. And like a lot of my decorations and stuff that I have, it's like, maybe it's like a hoarder mentality, but it's kind of like, oh hey, my old friends are back out. I always wanted an everything is Halloween house before it was cool. Oh, speaking of, well, obviously the Halloween, I put my Halloween bracelet on today too. There's a spider web charm that I want to get. I did not get it yet. Oh, cool. Did you ever see that, not, thank you. Is it the... I think it was like the American Light Fight or whatever, and those people like have, like, they decorate the inside of their house too for Christmas, and it's like 800,000 Santa Clauses and stuff. They're like, come in our house. And you're like, holy hell, man. Those people must get like a storage unit for all their shit, because then where do you put it? You just build like a barn to store all your Christmas decorations? You know, there's a... there's like trains everywhere. It was crazy. I'm like, when do you start decorating for this? Because I don't know. I'm tired after I just clean to decorate, because you can't put everything up when it's dusty. There's a place in like upstate New York that I've always wanted to go for years. They like, the whole town like decorates for Halloween, like every house or something. And I heard it's cool. Yeah, like, I'll have to look it up and see if I could post it. Or if I find it, I'll put a link in the video here, actually, because I mentioned it, so. Yeah, apparently, like, they all go nuts, and, like, there's, like, a boatload of pumpkin carvings and everything, like, a ton. There used to be this house when I was a kid in, like, a neighboring town, and they would decorate crazy, and it was so cool, and they stopped because, so many people would like come and look at everything. They were like holding up the whole street or something. Like, whatever. They were on like a main road. I guess if you're in a development or something, it's a little different. Alright, let's go over this. It's not dark enough. Yeah. I saw something on... hold on. Facebook, like, I don't know if it was this year, but some guy in Texas had like his house decorated, and it looked like a murder scene everywhere. I was like, nice. Yeah, definitely next time I'm not gonna do the pencil liner before the liquid, because I could see the difference. I'm gonna let that dry, but I'll move on to I think I'm gonna do the mouth, like the lips. Oh, okay, I did my hair and then I'm like, whoops. I got frustrated for a second. I'm gonna do that. Ooh, sorry, I just got a cramp in my back. I started like basically exercising. I mean, if you consider doing stretch, it's exercising, but I'll tell you, it's more exercise than I've done in years. I'm going to do the lips last, only because when I do the foundation, if I touch that red, it's going to pull it into everything, and I don't want that to happen. So, take these off, and then we'll move on to the eyes. Let's see how much of this foundation I have left. Not much, so we're gonna just like, we're gonna roll with what we got. It's literally like, and these things get gross. I love how a lot of people do videos and they're like using brand new stuff. I use my stuff until it's gone, because I can't be afforded to buy like brand new shit. Okay. And I think as far as the brows go, I'm going to do more of like a vampire type brow look-ish. What did I use last night? Medium brown. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio, the brow pomade in medium brown. So I'm not going to do any fancy like brow strokes or anything like that, because I'm going to stick with like a classic vampire look. I did have a bent brush, and I think this came with it. I don't know. It's just like a bent little eyeliner type brush. So similar to what I usually do, just avoid the mouth, and I'm going to go in starting right here, and then I'm going to go up, but I'm going to kind of point it up. And if it gets weird dragging it, I could always clean it up after. I was really tired today. I was just like, I don't want to do this. But I was like, once I get doing it, I think I'll be okay. I think I should make that higher. We're going for dramatic here. Vampires are always dramatic. Reminds me, I haven't seen Interview with a Vampire in like a hot minute. I do. I soon will be offering doing makeup. That's the main reason I went into cosmetology to begin with, is because I thought at the time that you had to be licensed to do makeup, and when I looked, after I had already paid thousands of dollars, I really didn't have to be licensed. So, but it's good that I have my license anyway, because I do skincare now in a salon, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I do like doing hair. It's just a little strenuous on me as far as like physically. So I'll do it for friends and stuff like that, but not constant. Standing all day would kill me. And one thing that I do love doing though is like formal hair. So my dream job would have always been like doing makeup and formal hair. But I don't like the formal hair styles like now. Same thing with makeup. I mean, I do like some of it, but I'm not. I just like classic looks. Quiet, please. I didn't mute that time. They're like lazy now. It's all like loose, hanging, flowy stuff. The like 80s and 90s, it was like you literally were in the chair forever, getting curled everywhere, like 18 pounds of hairspray. You're digging out 800 bobby pins out of your head. I mean, it was just an experience, you know. Everything always comes back. So, but yeah, things are just really loose, flowy, and I just can't do it. I always, a lot of people, hold on, sorry, I'm trying to, there's this brow bone here, and trying to make a straight line on a curved area is like a feat. A lot of people who do hair don't like doing formal updos and stuff. And to me, it involves a lot of geometry, and I'm like, it's pretty much like building a house. You have to have a really good foundation before you even start to do it. One of my favorite stories from cosmetology school was, hold on, oh, I'm gonna bring out the ruler again. I'm gonna be like in love with using a ruler. People do it for 8. Oh, goodness. Anyway, this woman came in because I would do Saturdays to make up hours or to gain hours. We would do like, I think like 12 to 4 on Saturdays. And she had like a wedding to go to. She hardly had any hair. It was very, very, very thin, and it was short. And she was like, I want an updo. So, yeah, her hair was like up to here, very thin, very short. And then they're like, Nadine, can you do this lady's hair? So I looked at it, and I was like, let me go get my stuff out of my car. I'm like, all I need is a teasing comb, a curling iron, hairspray, and bobby pins. And by the time I was done with that woman, it looked like she had 4 times as much hair as she had. It looked like she had like a great updo when she literally had like this long of hair, and it was really thin, and it was one of the best things ever. And I was like, I got this, and I did it. And it was like, I was so happy. I'm sorry, I keep hitting my knee out there. So happy. It was like, and the thing is too, like, she was so happy. And that's the best part. I mean, that's the one thing about doing things in this industry. Like, that's like probably one of the one beauty school stories that I have that I'll never forget it. And I hope that lady didn't either. But it's like, seeing how people, and now I do, skincare, and seeing people, how happy they are with their skin, because, your updo is going to go away at the end of the day when you're done with whatever event you're doing, but your skin is always with you. So I did have, that looks okay. I did have a client of mine recently tell me she went to the dermatologist, and her dermatologist was like, your skin looks better than it ever has, like ever. And I was like, that is like the biggest compliment ever, because a dermatologist was like, wow, look at your skin. This right brow, my right eye, if I can speak well, that would be great. As I get more comfortable being on camera, you'll notice. It is. It really is. So, anything in that capacity is just super, super cool, because a lot of people, they say, well, skincare is all luxury and stuff like that. But I mean, you look at your face every day. People see your face every day. And also, do you want to wake up when you're 80 and be like, holy shit, what the fuck? Or do you want to be like, damn, I look good? I mean, some people don't care. They just are going to be like, hey, yep, I'm old. That's it. And that's how it is, and that's okay. Everybody doesn't like the same things. Or the thing is, hold on. okay, I was gonna say before is, once I get more comfortable, get used to me like singing random stuff, because that's what I do. And also, you know, the thing is too, if you're not going to, I always tell people, like, no amount of makeup that you put on is going to cover up bad skin. Like, that guy is a jerk. But the thing is, like, if you're going to be like, I'm not going to take care of my skin and I don't care, when you're like, you know, 60 years old, don't complain. If you can't afford to get, you know, people are all like, oh, I'll just get a facelift when I'm 60. Do you know how much they cost? Like, why don't you just do it now? Take care of yourself now, and you won't have to worry about it. Plus, a facelift, it's not going to be like, I don't know, you see some horror stories out there? It's not going to be perfect. And these brows are not perfect yet either. One more guy here, and then we're going to move on. They don't. They really, really don't. See, that's the thing, like, I think, I'm always like, well, what about you? Like, not necessarily for myself. Like, if somebody asks you, like, the 5 years, like, you ask me the 5-year question, like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Well, I don't know. But on the same hand, you know, as far as things that I can't, because I can't control something that's going to happen 5 years from now, but I can control, you know, somewhat what my skin might look like. And even if I put in some effort, it's better than none at all. I mean, it's just the same as getting an oil change on your car, you know? You're like, okay, do I definitely need to do it? No, but your engine's going to seize up after a while, you know? Okay, I think we're good with that. I'm good with that. We're already into almost another hour. I shouldn't worry about the time. I gotta get over it and just be like, this is what it is. Deal with it. Okay. Where is my shadow base? Same eyeshadow base that I've been using. After you do the eyeshadow, so I want to do them now because I wouldn't be able to get around them to do all this. So I'm going to do this. And like I said, the shadow itself is going to be pretty simple compared to the previous videos. Also, a lot of times with huge lashes, it's going to take over like most of the eye stuff that you do. So, do this. I did a cool thing with this stuff last night, so that's what I'm going to do under my eye. Maybe I think I'll just do, let's just stick with an all white on the top. Yeah, it was like a gross spot of something. Does LASIK eye surgery work if your eyes get old? Like, it's not, I don't need it now. I'm just saying, like, if I keep doing this for years and years, like, I don't know how I'm going to see when I'm like 60 years old. Why is 60 years old like a popular age for me to speak of this evening? I don't know. Let's cover up the pimples with the eyeshadow base and see what happens. That's not good. Oh. before I was in the car. Good morning. Kids was listening to something. Oh no, I thought it was on the radio. And I turned the radio up and it wasn't on. It was Rockwell. Somebody's watching me and I was like, oh my god, I love this song. But it wasn't on the radio, so then I started singing it. Alright. Oh, I hate when there's shit in my eye. Yeah, so see, that's not gonna work. Like I said, they're not really that bad. I just have like glasses just to like read. And I could still see without them except when I'm tired. It's raining. I didn't know it was supposed to rain tonight. I couldn't tell if it was like leaves blowing around or if it was raining. Alright. This has like pink or something on it. I think the teeth held up pretty good. I'll hit them up again with white when I do the red. Oh, my favorite white, Jeffree Star, Cremated Palette, Death Glow. I'm hitting the pan on it. I did see he has a white single shadow, but it's not this one. So I doubt it's going to be exactly the white that I need. This is my favorite white shadow. The one that I used to love, I don't make anymore. I haven't made for years, and this is the one that's like the closest. Because a lot of them have maybe a cream tone or a shimmer. And, oh, speaking of shimmer, like right in here, yeah, this one I'm just kind of going all here. Oh, you mean like in here? A shimmer sometimes. This time I'm just doing it all over the place. There's something that I found that I really like when I'm doing just makeup for the day. The bottom inside corner, this is a L'Oreal. It's Voluminous Lash Paradise. I can't see what the color is, but I think it's just rose gold. And it looks so pretty when you just put a tiny line there with like browns or pinks. And it brightens it up. So I started doing that in the summer. I was like, I'm going to try this here. And I was just at CVS like one day and I'm like, what am I going to get? And I found that. I was like, okay. I mean, I would love to go to like Sephora or Ulta and spend like hundreds of dollars on stuff. But to be honest, except for most eyeshadows, I would, for at least like lip stuff and eyeliners and stuff, I would go nuts in CVS. Like I could spend hundreds of dollars on. Probably get like double of what I would get at Ulta. So good. Alright, so I'm done with you for the moment. Yeah, so up here, that's going to highlight your brow bone and kind of bring this part of your face up. And then in here, because it tends to be darker, it's going to bring that part out. So then that way it brightens the inner corner of your eye. So you don't look as tired. And a lot of times people will do it like right here too. Because see how you get that like little sunken dent. I miss summer because I always start looking like death warmed over. As soon as October comes, I'm like, oh, wonderful. Here we go, zombie time. Yep, so that's what it is. So it's just highlighting certain points to mask being like tired looking. It was a little too white here, so I didn't want to. Good. Alright, and then I did say, and he said about highlighting that part, I wonder if this will work. Because I'm going to use the other stuff for my, so this is a Maybelline Vanilla. So this is like a shimmer white. This is all I could find like a little while ago. Oh yeah, let's try and do. Because it might show up in pictures. Just highlight them. Maybe. Maybe not. We shall see. It only rained for like a little bit, and then it just stopped. You know what I hate about this time of year too? If you're driving down the road and see something like blow across the road, I always think it's like a chipmunk or something, and then I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I didn't think you would. I mean, I could see it kind of, but it's just kind of like a shimmer reflection. But that's okay. All right, let's go. We're in the home stretch here. Let's see. I'm gonna do the under eye, and then we'll do. I think I'm gonna stick with like the white up here, and then I got like a fuzz in my eye. Anyway, what I was saying about this time of year when the leaves are blown across the road, I always think it's like a chipmunk or something. And I'm like, I don't want to run a chipmunk over. And then it's a leaf. This concealer, I actually like. I bought it on a whim just to try it. I used it in my last video, and I really like it. The L'Oreal True Match Eye Cream in a Concealer. For a drugstore concealer, the coverage is really nice. It doesn't really crease. I haven't worn it that much. Oh no! I know. I would probably do the same thing. I would crash before I ran over a little bit. I usually try and like stop and then direct them. And I'll be like, hey, Mr. Bunny, you need to get out of the way. You're gonna get killed. Oh my god, that reminds me, I saw this video today of this squirrel. It was like, from what I saw, it was in Atlanta. Oh. Yeah, see, that looks pretty good. The squirrel was in Atlanta, and there were these dudes playing basketball, and the little squirrel literally came up, and he was like trying to play with the ball. Oh, this is the NYX Photo Studio powder. It's basically clear when you put it on. If you don't really watch though what you do, it will show up white. And one thing that I noticed about this too, even if I put it on with a dry little sponge, it feels cool when I put it on. Like it feels like I put like water, like cool water under my eye. So I was like, that is really neat. I think it was like $10 or something. I just want to set that. I think that looks pale enough, like that particular level. If this, one of the things I hate the most in life is getting something in your freaking eye and it won't go away. Like, just be a giant pain in my ass the whole time. Okay. I'm going to use this little brush here, and I think that'll help go around the mouth. Listen, that one did. It's, I don't know what is in it, but it's definitely got a cooling effect to it. And it's not like a vapor rub, but kind of. It's just like what, like if I put the powder in the fridge. It's so neat. Okay, I'm just gonna go around the mouth. It's hard to see the silver when my arm casts the shadow. But even if I go over the silver, I don't think it's going to be too bad because it'll blend it in and I could just draw the mouth on. You know what song, since like earlier tonight I had stuff in my head, that Henry VIII song that Patrick Swayze singing Ghost. I don't know why. I was putting towels away before and I'm like, what the hell? You know, it's funny too, like, talking and then messing up. That's okay. No, not really. If you leave it on and don't wash it off before you go to bed, yeah. I'm just like breaking out right now because of just hormone time and the weather changing. So usually this time of year I always have an issue with just having a couple breakouts because of the weather changing. But and I'll do a face mask like every night. And I did stuff at work last night, or not last night, but yesterday. So it's not like I don't do anything. Just sometimes the pimples just don't want to go away. They're just like, hey, I want to hang out. And that's the thing too, where like I won't go in and dig at them. I won't pop them or anything because it's just going to create a scab, and covering up a pimple is a lot better than covering up a gross, crusty scab. I'd rather have a bump in my forehead than nasty, crusty scab. A lot of times I'll avoid doing my forehead until after I do like my lashes, just because when I lift my eyebrows it's going to crease. And even if I put powder on to set it, I mean, just the way skin moves, so I think I'm just going to avoid most of it for now until I do everything else. To be honest, I don't know why I'm covering up my dark circles under my eyes there, because yes. Okay, so if it's really, really bad, you can actually get micro needling. You have to go to a dermatologist, or there are some, like, I can't remember what they're called. I used to go for chemical peels years ago because I got really bad acne after I had my daughter, and I never really had it before, and I got scars, and yeah, so the little needles go in your face, or lasering, and I think it's like laser fraction So they go in with the laser and like needles at the same time, and it will pierce your skin and then help retexturize it, and then the laser helps the discoloration. It's pretty pricey. There's a girl that I follow on Instagram that had it done, because hers is like, she still has like really bad acne. But also she has really bad scarring, and then she got it done. Some people, it's not going to help completely, but I mean, it'll help enough. So then, yeah, so if he's like really self-conscious about it and stuff, that'll definitely work out. Okay. Let's do the under eye, because that's going to be pretty, I'm like, that's going to be pretty quick. An hour and a half later. Alright. This, I saw this on, like, I don't know, it came across an ad. It's Flower Beauty Liquid Kajal Blendable Eyeliner. And this is in Smoldering. So they said, hey, you can do an easy smoky eye with this. And I was like, that sounds fun. So I got it and I used it like twice. But I did it under my eyes last night. And I was like, that looks pretty good. So I did want to keep it just to the outer edges. To try and get that like big eye look. How did I remember to do the blood? Lash. Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't think white would be a good idea. Because doing white, it's going to be too much. Oh, I got a little blob there. Right. It'll be too much white if I did it that way. Alright. So since we're going to have big, huge lashes, I'm just going to smoke out this underneath, like, really good. I'm making a weird face, I know. Oh, and I'm saying 80 minutes, but on the same hand, I've actually only been doing the makeup for an hour. Okay, so on camera, that one looks like it's down a little further here. I hate that camera's sideways. I'd rather it like above, but whatever. Okay, so that, and then I'm going to hit up the under eye anyway to make it look better. I'm just going to use this purple that I've been using. I really need to get the under eye, the diamond powder, the Brave On. But this is what we're going to use for now. One day I didn't wipe it off and I'm like, that looks really purple under my eye, but I don't think anybody noticed. Okay. So there's that, and I just don't want that lip to bleed into my skin. So I am gonna go and just do the contouring quick, which I don't think is gonna be a big deal. I want to get all of it done and then just do the lashes last. I think that's gonna work the best. So creases on my forehead. It creases on my forehead. I'm not gonna care. Okay. I like to use the cream makeup and then do the cream contour over it. So let's do the forehead. Yeah, I guess I'll do the nose. I'm terrible at contouring my nose. I have a bump here, and I think it's because I have a deviated septum from children. You know, well, if you don't know, when they're babies, they like to stick their head back like this and smash you in the face. That's fun. So I think that's where it came from. Oh, and this is Maybelline Fit Me. It's the stick foundation in coconut. Alright, so because I have the huge teeth, I'm going to do the contour really high. And let me just draw it up there. So I'm going to look here. Kind of cool that it's looking like skeleton-like to me. And I want to keep this semi-sharp on the sides because I want that like sharp look. I wonder if this is too fluffy to blend this. Kind of, sort of, but maybe not really. Yeah, usually when I'm doing just like a regular look, I will use this brush and then I just kind of like beat it up. But this one, like I said, I kind of want that like sharp line to kind of be there. I never really used a cream for a contour, and that's just like a foundation. But yeah, I don't know, I like it. So it works good for me. I think blending the cream is a lot better than the powder. I saw some girls doing like contouring all around their mouth, and I tried that and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it just looked like it was dirty around my mouth. I think this brush is a little too soft. That's okay. I'm not going to use it for any other spot besides like here. It's crazy because here it doesn't look like it's showing up good, but it's showing up pretty good on camera. Yeah, it's just like you freaking, like, you look like Augustus Gloop with chocolate all over your mouth. So then for my forehead, I'll use this one. So generally this is what I'll do as far as like normally blending the forehead. Because you know what it is? I was always like, what's contouring all about? Who cares? But you know what? Phone cameras make you look like you have a giant freaking head. Like, I'm like, why do I look like I have a giant pumpkin head? Like, I don't look like that in real life. This makes no sense to me. Hi. So yeah, I was just like, I don't want a pumpkin head. Kind of want to try and make this like prettier, but you know, we'll see. I think I'm going to do a little bit darker under the eye too, just a little bit. And then we'll be good. Okay. Yeah, because if you, it's actually looking weird up there. It looks like I don't have enough up here. So doing the darker here brings this part out a little bit more. So then this part of your face recedes back. Like, so the eye, your eye, when you look at a photo, focuses more here and not the outside. So just the same as, like, let's say I did a skeleton face and I did black all around it, like that's a really extreme version of it. Oh, and then the same thing for here, I'll do under here, because then this, if you do foundation and it's all the same color and you blend it down your neck, you don't get any definition between your jawline and your makeup in photos. So then that gives you definition. Yeah. And that in here too, even if you have a little bit of like that hangs down, it'll help make that blend in a little bit better. Alright, under the eye I want a little bit darker, just because, and I'm going with a black pencil. I like that better. Good. Run that a little bit, and highlighter, lashes, blood, lips, and then we should be done. Okay, let's do the highlighter. So we're gonna use the white, and I used it yesterday and I put way too much on my forehead, and I was like, I'm gonna go in. Yeah, so I guess I'm not gonna do like the whole skin as the vampire. That's okay. I'm like half transitioned into the vampire. Well, see, there we go, we put too much on. Oh, good, yeah. Absolutely. It helps to know, I mean, and that's the thing as far as, you know, doing makeup, you have to know anatomy and how, you know, the facial features and how your skull works. And that's like when I was doing here, and I'm like, my brow bone, I can't just draw a straight line because my bodies don't work that way. Alright, I'm going to do a highlight. We're going to go extreme. Let's go. I mean, that's one thing too with doing Halloween makeup. You can kind of just really experiment with things and go nuts. And then if it turns out that you just got to tone it down a little bit for like everyday makeup, then boom, there you go. I mean, isn't it, you know, how people started bringing contouring in? It was a drag show trick and a stage trick. That doesn't look good, but it is what it is. I watched something and they're like, then put this on the side of your nose with that weird voice that annoys me. And I was like, okay. Better. Alright, now I want to do just a teeny bit on the pointy end of this because I don't have a tiny brush I want to use. I think that's cool. Alright, so we got the glow down. Oh yeah, I mean, I and I've mentioned it before, and I'll probably mention it until the day I die, adored Kevin Aquan when I was younger. He was like, he was the one that, like, first actual, like, makeup artist that I've, like, heard of and knew of. And when he would just, like, completely change people's faces to look like someone else. You know who else is really, really good too, but I haven't seen a lot of her videos lately, but she started doing a lot of fun things. Candy Johnson, she's really good too. She did a lot of transformations and stuff like that. That's how I started watching her stuff. Alright, I think I'm going to do the mouth. Like I said, I'll do the lashes last. In the meantime, I'm just going to do like a coat of this mascara. It's old and it's kind of crappy right now. I need a new one. But I just want to get a little on my lashes before I put the lashes on. I think once I get the mouth on, then it's going to really come together. Not the palest vampire. Oh, blush. I wish I don't have a red blush, but I do have red eyeshadow. I'm going to use. Ooh, this one will work. Cherry. I was just gonna do the white, because I didn't want to take like a ton of time. I think because the lashes are so huge, they're gonna like take over everything anyway. So that's what I was thinking about doing. Tonight, I was invited for Thursday. I wasn't prepared for tonight. I have to get more sleep next week. Alright, let's do this. And I have work tomorrow at noon. So, ooh, that looks fun. Nice. Oh, it's so fun. I kind of covered up that thanks. I covered up that contour a bit, but I don't know, I like it. And then this side went, oh, that side went up and that side went down, that's okay. I think that looks cute like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't want to be up too late, and so, and I wasn't prepared. I like to be prepared. Right, I'm just going to use this rando brush to kind of just blend this in a little bit more. Tap it. I like how that turned out. It kind of looks like I spray painted it on. And it's still got that like little bit of contour, but it's more of like a pinky contour. Where did that go? Where did the brush go that I used? Shit. That's okay. I'm gonna use this one. I just want to go back over that highlight just a tad. Yeah, it turned out really cool. I want to keep that. Like wicked shimmer on the top. I think that is like, that would be very cool. Just a blush, like in general, but a little bit toned down. Now what color was that I used? Cherry something. I know I said it. I think that looks good. I think I'm going to stick with that. Okay, let's do that. That's good. I need this for the blood, and I need this for the blood. Let's get rolling with the mouth. All right, so this is a Lime Life in lip liner in True Red. Thing is, it's mechanical. It's got this little sharpener doodad here, but like, and you know what? My friend texted me today too, and she sells it. And I thought that you would turn this here to like get it to go up, and I can't get it to go up. So let's go do the lips. Glad I started with that side first. Sorry. I think that's good, yeah. Last time I did it, it was a little weird. This side went up a little weird. See that? My hand went up. Get this on the brush. See, that's the thing I said before with the red. It's going to turn pink. I think I got it pretty good though. A little bit more. Pinch. Better. And then I'll go over it with the lipstick and I'll cover that. That's like, I love how it's like, is this video for kids? And I'm like, technically no. Only because I might see curses, but I'm not going to restrict it, so. Do this. I like doing the little, like, curvy thing. Okay. Good there. Yeah. Even I noticed recently, so you gotta kind of draw it down a little bit. I noticed recently, even just like with my natural lip, when I draw down, when I smile, you can't notice it, but in still pictures, because this part on my lower lip itself protrudes out, it looks like bumpy. And I was saying to my one friend, I was like, it looks bumpy, it's driving me crazy. And she's like, it doesn't look bumpy. I'm like, okay. I'm actually going to go around the teeth, the lower teeth with the liner, just to give them like a buffer from the lipstick. Okay. I'm going to put the lipstick on with a brush. And I know it's in here. There you are. And I used it last night, so it already has the red on it, so it's perfect. Found it. Okay. Got it. Alright, now we're going to draw in the lips. I'm going to start at the top then. The only thing I don't like is the lip liner is just a little more like blue based, like purpley than the lipstick, but it's not so bad once I go over it. I don't want everybody to get bored with me doing the mouth thing, but like I said, I think it's just a thing that I'm really obsessed into doing right now, and as long as I do a different one each time. Thank you. I think this lip, the upper, definitely turned out better than the last live that I did. I went way, way, way too high. And that's like I said, like doing this gets me into, you know, knowing where to go with this. I mean, this is only what did I do? I don't know when I did my first like creepy mouth. 2 years ago? 3? And that was it. And this year's is the 3rd one I did. So now I have the intro to Rocky Horror stuck in my head. Thank you. I'm just going to hit up the couple of the teeth too while I'm done. Alright, almost done with this guy. I want that to be darker, but I can't like press harder. I'll go over that and touch it up later. Doing stuff like this when you're like a perfectionist is like a nightmare. Yeah, I could put gloss on it. I could do that. I think it, I'll color the silver pretty good too. Let me get under him. Well, I had to do it. It's been stuck in my head. What want from me?